Hi, today I want to do something different. This is not just a video where I share a perspective or a story. Today I want to take you on a small journey with me, one that can gently bring you back much more closer to yourself. So before we begin, a small request. If you are driving right now, you're out for a walk, cooking, or multitasking, request you to pause the video, come back to it when you can sit quietly with a pen and a paper. Yes, I would want you to sit with a pen and a paper. It won't take very long, or maybe it will. So take out the time when you come back and take this journey along with me because I believe that you do deserve to take out time for yourself. I'll be right here. All right, I'm assuming that you are sitting comfortably with a pen and a paper, and this is what we want to do. I want to offer you two simple questions. Nothing very complicated, but I do want you to write them down. And after I ask each question, you can pause the video, answer them honestly, then come back, or you can write down both the questions, pause the video, answer them, come back. Okay, that's how we are going to go. Question one. Write down all the things that you do not like about yourself or about your life. Write down maybe all the faults that you find within you, around you, the complaints that you keep repeating, things that doesn't feel are going pretty well in your life right now. Could be you, it could be your relationship, it could be a work situation, a parent, partner, health, anything, all of it maybe. Just write them down. But write them down as pointers and not stories. So go ahead, pour your heart out on the piece of paper. You can pause the video, come back once you've answered it. Now, let me offer you the second question. Write down all the things that you like about yourself and about your life. What's going well, what feels very supportive, nourishing, or even mildly okayish thing right now. Again, just pointers, not stories. You can pause the video, take your time, come back once you are done. All right, I'm assuming that you have answered now to both the question. I want you to glance at both the list. I want you to notice few things here. First, how many pointers did you write for each question? Look at the paper, make a mental note of it. Ask yourself how easy or difficult was it to answer each question? Did you struggle to answer one as compared to another? And were you quicker at finding faults and problem, or did the good things that came very easily to you while you were writing them down? Just this simple observation tells you a lot about where your mind is spending most of the time or where your life needs your attention. So, if you find it very easy to list down what's wrong, this doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It simply means your mind is more trained to focus on the problem than the possibilities, and that's where you have to learn to shift the mind, which we will be talking about. And if you found it easier to list down what's going well, amazing. Well, kudos to you. You are doing something right. Please acknowledge that. Now, if you're someone who's naturally focusing more on problems, I want to take a step further with me with something very practical. I want you to look at the list where you wrote what's not going well, not going right. So, most of what you've written down usually falls into a few areas of life. It could be relationship, work, health, finance. Now, for each pointers, I want you to mark it as controllable or uncontrollable. Please be very honest. Let me guide you how to tag each pointers. Example, if something depends entirely on another person's behavior, reaction, choice, most of it is uncontrollable. So please tag it accordingly. But if something is dependent on your habit, your routine, your choices, your boundaries, then it's controllable. And once you have marked that, I want you to focus only on the things that you have marked as controllable. You can pause the video, come back for the next step. And now comes the most important part. If something is controllable, it's no longer just a problem statement. In fact, it's an invitation to ask one simple question: what is the solution? This is something I've learned years ago during my corporate life. where we used to use structured problem solving tools. And honestly, I apply it all the time in my life. If there's a problem and if it's controllable, then there is a solution. I may not know the solution right now. Let me give you an example from a very recent conversation I have with one of my clients. She started with the statement, I don't like anything about my life. She liked her job, she said, but felt very immense guilt because she has a young daughter. She has to leave her back, couldn't be present with her all the time. She worried about her screen time, her eating habits. She was worried about her own health and the whole lack of family support. So these were her problem statements. So I asked her, what's here everything that you mentioned, what is controllable? Her child content consumption, controllable. Her child's food routine, controllable. Her sleep, energy, and boundaries, controllable. But having said that, no way I'm saying these things can be achieved easily, but I know the solution is available. That's where I'm focusing. And I know there's example parents can control devices doing the right setting on the TV or the gadgets. You can just do the setting to make sure that your child is consuming the right form of content as per their age. Or pre-planning, simpler, healthier snack. Maybe, taking care of planning it for the rest of the week. Creating a routine that supports your own energy. This could be your discipline around your sleep routine or the workout plan. Well, will this be messy? Of course, it would be messy. Would this be immediate? No, it won't be. But when you move from complaining to problem solving, something really shifts. Your energy stops leaking because when you keep replaying the problem without looking for a solution, we drain ourselves and then we have no energy left to change anything about the problem. And this is the heart of the video today. Most people are not suffering because their house is burning down or because of a real life crisis. Most people are suffering because of how their mind is trained to think. I'm not here to belittle anyone's problem. I'm only inviting you to meet them differently. If there is a problem and if it is controllable, ask yourself, what is the solution? Write down the problem first, bring it to the table. Practice it, even if it's messy in the beginning. Go ahead, practice it. That is how the mind is trained gently, patiently, and with consistency. This exercise is not about fixing your life in a day. It is about becoming aware where your attention lives and slowly teaching it to move from the problem to possibilities. That was my intention with this today's video. If this helped you, take a moment to sit with it. If it feels right, come back to it again. Thank you for taking this journey with me.